Hello, my name is Jacob McCarty. I recently wrote a paper regarding infamous leader Mao Zedong, and it really forced me to think about the question, does the ends justify the means? Famous philosopher Niccolo Machiavelli wrote, men judge generally more by the eye than by the hand. In the actions of all men, and especially of princes, which it is not prudent to challenge, one judges by the result. This is a quote from The Prince. The Prince was a book that addressed leaders. Leaders that adopt this ideology believe in utilitarianism. A positive outcome outweighs the negatives required to get there. They are also sly, deceiving people. People like this can be seen countless times throughout history. Some examples are Joseph Stalin, Adolf Hitler, and Mao Zedong. Notice anything in common? These are not real great people. I'm assuming everyone knows who Adolf Hitler is, and you might even know a little bit about Joseph Stalin. The one here most people don't know about is Mao Zedong. This man revolutionized China during the mid-19th century. He turned China from the agricultural nation it was into the world's superpower they are today. He increased the GDP of China from 60 million yuan to 300 million yuan, or for you Americans, 9 million US dollars to over 40 million. And he did this all in 25 years. He accomplished this through his campaign called the Great Leap Forward, in which he took farmers from the fields and put them in steel factories, making China one of the world's largest steel producers. Not only this, but during his reign he massively improved women's equality and dramatically increased the number of Chinese that could read and write. Now you might be asking, why is he on the same list as Joseph Stalin and Adolf Hitler? This is where I come back to the question, does the ends justify the means? So we must ask, at what cost did he achieve this? The answer to that is about 65 million lives. To put that into perspective, the death toll under Adolf Hitler was about 11 million. Mao Zedong killed almost 6 times more people than Hitler did. How did this happen, you might ask? After gaining power, he started by executing all who opposed him. This would give him absolute power over China. When he took the farmers from their fields and put them in factories, it created the largest famine in human history, killing almost 43 million. These were 43 million of his people, the ones he was supposed to protect. He got away with this through the use of military power and suppression. One of Mao Zedong's most famous quotes is, "Political power comes from the barrel of a gun." He used his army to put cities under strict surveillance and had them kill anyone that was not on board with his divine plan. He used propaganda to gain supporters and continued to reign until his death in 1976. His vision was to modernize the Chinese economy, and he did that. Leaders propose ideas with positive outcomes all the time. There's a cost to get there. People need to stop looking at only the outcome. They need to start asking, how do you plan on accomplishing this? When a politician has a brand new idea on how to solve a problem like world hunger, people need to ask how. Because killing all the hungry would stop world hunger, would it not? And don't believe everything you hear is true. Mao publicly told people everything was alright. He told the people of China that his way was the only way. He did this through forms of media that were common back in China during the 60s and 70s. This would be newspapers and radios. People could have stopped him from gaining power if they really asked how he planned on accomplishing his goals. So the next time you hear someone talk about this amazing new solution to a problem, do research on it and educate yourselves before jumping on the bandwagon. My name is Jacob McCarty. Thank you for watching. I would like to thank the Heritage Foundation, Encyclopedia Britannica, and the Infographics Show for helping me gather information for this piece.